Okay, I apologize for that, everyone. My mic came unplugged again. Now, it's time for a quick little recap. What we found out yesterday was we actually found out that the mayor of Turnabout was actually accused of committing a murder. What we also found out was that the Amazing Ninetales supposedly was actually murdered, though we have not found a body yet. What we did find was his mask, as you can see here. What we also found out was this. We found out that Jinxie's father was accused of committing the murder. That's him in the chair in the right-hand corner. He actually what he was actually saying was that he was actually drugged and also hit in the head. As you can see, there is blood on his head. The guy who was actually the murder victim, as you can see, is right there with the spear impaling him. What we also found out was that the mayor's aide was supposedly not in the house when the murder took place. Personally, I don't buy it. If he actually was, then he actually would have actually been caught by this. The security camera. The only ways he would actually be able to avoid getting caught were, one, if he actually was upstairs, two, if he was actually in the caretaker's office, or three, if he actually was outside the house. Anyway, now, where we are now is we're actually back in the detention center, and we're actually going to question the mayor of Turnabout, which is actually where Jinxie is actually from originally. Alright, let's continue, shall we? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Turnabout? Turnabout apparently is some type of monster. In fact, as for another recap, right there, that mysterious bird type thing. At best, you'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, shutter. That is Jinxie's father, Damien Tenma. I didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made, Athena. Now, there's something I wanted to talk to you about, Mr. Tenma. There are rumors going around about how you want to, or did, set Tenmataro free. They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth. What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Very well. Let's see what we have here. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through. In order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of garbage, isn't it? I apologize if I offended you. I can see how that would make you angry. Huh? No. First, we need to get you a not guilty verdict. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. No. Oh boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. I would ask about the reason behind the merger. Now, before we continue, there's one thing I should mention. Not sure if you remember the last video I actually made where Apollo Justice's bracelet got stolen. Almost got stolen, that is. That's not a normal bracelet. It actually has an interesting skill, which you're actually going to find out shortly. And it actually has something to do with the merger as well. Seems like you're rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Right here. This is where it gets interesting. It's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Basically, to put it simple, what Tenma wanted to do was he wanted to take over the other town, which was Ninetales Vale, so his own town would actually not become a ghost town. Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. Mayor Tenma may not be telling the entire truth. People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. One moment, please, everyone. Just checking something. All right. Now, it begins to feel tight on my arm. So you believe me? Just like that. Athena has a gift too, or a special sense of hearing. I don't know, but it's our job to find out. Now, pay very close attention to Mayor Tenma's right eye. And you're gonna find out what the issue is. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Okay, let's see if I still remember how to do this. Just touch my bracelet, pressing a triangle. Alright, now let's give this a whirl. Now, here we go. Yes, I feel the feeling of intense concentration. The ability to sense see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. Now, pay very close attention to his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Now, watch this. See it? His right eye is twitching. When somebody uses body language or twitches a part of their body, a lot of times that usually means that they're lying. His nervous tail should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. Now, I will show you what you have to do. Gotcha! There you go. Mayor Tenma, please, you can tell us, you can trust us with the truth. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. Please tell us more about your merger bid. Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetails Vale? There's more to it than that. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Take a look at this. A photo of the hero who sparked the monster craze and saved Ninetails Vale from becoming a ghost town.
Take that!
There you go. The monster craze in Ninetails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetails rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma with Ninetails Vale? Are you ready to tell me the truth now? One moment, everyone. Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? Whoa! A threat. I wonder by who. One moment, everyone. Sorry about that, everyone. Anyway. Said either I go through with the merger or my agency dies. Whoa. What? Oh. He's being blackmailed. Reminds me of a case in one of the original Phoenix Wright games. Actually, the very first Phoenix Wright game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that though. We'll focus on this game. Whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman Kyubi was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. Why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. That's a good point there, Athena. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman Kyubi's secret identity. Ah! That's a good point. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. Apparently Athena is not familiar with Lucha Libre or mass wrestlers. I have evidence revealing the alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Now, Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. There is but one person with white hair in the manor that day. You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex Kyubi, the amazing Ninetales himself. Exactly. blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the ornament's secret identity. Yes. The Amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger, and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. That is a good question there, Athena. What was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Ornament Kyubi had taken part in it, if you catch my drift. Mr. Tenma, do you have any proof of the threat that was made against you? A blackmail letter. It disappeared after the murder. He had been carrying it around in his briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Very well. That I don't know. All I know is that there are no such thing as monsters. At least not the monsters Jinxie was talking about. There wasn't any Tenmataro to release in the first place. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. I'm fine. I'll think of something. I better, because I can't very well say if Flying Demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is actually where I left off before I had those audio issues. The start of the first trial. Trial day 1, I should say. I've actually been watching part of the Phoenix Wright anime. One moment, everyone. Anyway. You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. Now, not sure if I mentioned this in a previous video, but this is actually the first court case that Athena will be taking place in. The courtroom bombing case actually takes place a few months after this one. So technically this is Athena Sykes' first court case. Yeah, real bold excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. No, I find that shouting "I'm fine" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Cords of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. Personally, to relieve stress, I use meditation myself. That's alright. Here, I'll go first and you try. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. Proven remedy to calm the soul. Indeed. No. The point is to relieve stress, not to get totally exhausted. Ah, this Phoenix. Ah, greetings, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? That is actually one. That is the type of suit Phoenix actually wears, both in the games and the anime. Now, before we continue, one thing I should actually mention about the Phoenix Wright anime. A few things, actually. First thing, there are actually 47 episodes altogether. 2 seasons. It basically revolves around the first 2 games of Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Next thing is Miles Edgeworth, who is actually the main prosecutor in the first 2 Phoenix Wright games, actually has his own car. What does Phoenix Wright actually ride? A bicycle. See, apparently he doesn't have his own car. Honestly, still though, that would actually put Phoenix in it. That would definitely help him and actually keep in shape. He actually rides a bicycle to work. A lot of people think that's strange, but personally, I don't find it strange at all. Ah, that's right. One more thing I should mention. Now, this doesn't happen in the first two Phoenix Wright games. I believe it happens in the third game, which is Trials and Tribulations. Near the end of the third Phoenix Wright game, Phoenix actually loses his attorney's badge. He actually that's basically what happens. Inquiring minds want to know. That is what Phoenix Wright used to look like before he became a lawyer. I should say a defense attorney. Usual laid-back clothes. Exactly. That suit makes him look like $1 million. Now, a lot of people actually think that Miles Edgeworth is one hell of an evil prosecutor. Wait till you see who the prosecutor for this case is. This guy would actually make Miles Edgeworth actually look like a freaking... He would actually make Miles Edgeworth cry. And no, I am not joking either. Wait till you see this son of a bitch. Hey, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also used psychology. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Similar to what Miles Edgeworth does. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So he's a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. One thing I do know is that in real life, quite a few prison inmates actually have become lawyers. That I do know. Yeah. One moment, everyone. Very well. Checking the courtroom. I should say the court record. Before stepping into the courtroom, that is. Let's see. This is another piece of evidence we actually found. A statue that was at the crime scene. It depicts Temataro and the nine-tailed fox locked in battle. As you can see, there is blood on it. As for whose blood it is, that we don't know yet. Was it the blood of Jinxie's father, or was it the blood of the murder victim? That We don't know yet. All right, here we go. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. All right, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. Indeed, Your Honor. That, Your Honor, is Miss Athena Sykes. Yeah. Wait till you see who this nut job is. Minor procedural complication?
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate. But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Yeah. Pretty sure you can actually figure out what this nut job was actually in prison for. Yeah. Murder. Everyone, that is prosecutor Simon Blackwell. Oh. Prosecutor Blackwell, we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. The victim was one Rex Kyubi, alderman of Nine-Tails Vale. And the defendant, Mr. Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, Bertel, was the mayor arrested? His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive: the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal murder. The caretaker and his secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. So they say, anyway. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Detective Robert Fulbright. I also heard you would provide protection if it came to that. If it came to that. Yeah. Ignorance is indeed bliss. He is indeed oblivious. Now, Detective Fulbright, let's have your first statement. about the murder. Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Mr. Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Kyubi was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. I assume he's referring to this. Yeah. There's definitely blood on that. I don't buy it. Alderman Kyubi had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. This is what we're missing. The autopsy report. Let's see what we have here. Cause of death. Stabbed with a spear. Estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber. Wait a minute. Let's see what we got here. An airborne figure resembling Tenmataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetails Vale. So the Tenmataro was actually captured on camera only about 20 minutes after the victim was killed. Even pro wrestlers are human.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back as if being skewered by a spear? Yes, I'm aware of that, Prosecutor Blackquill. However, they are still human. Sounds way too far-fetched. No. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the only person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Would you agree, Your Honor? I don't buy it. Curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. The one about the merger, I would assume. There you go. They say he seeks a merger for the purpose of freeing Temataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards bird. No. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the older man. Order in the court. There will be no gossiping. Yes, I'm aware of them, Black Quill. What? No.
Hold it!
Hold it! The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those stars on his head, they're just a fashion statement. No, they do not, Your Honor. The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. I'm aware of that, Athena. Power suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. It definitely reminds me of Miles Edgeworth. A way more evil version of Miles Edgeworth, that is. This guy really is bad news. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? Two yokai to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other side, the Temataro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case was rendered in art. The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor. The mayor's blood was found on it, but no prints could be lifted. I'm definitely thinking that the whoever attacked Mayor Tenma actually was wearing gloves. That's the only way that he would not have any prints on the statue. Gladly, Your Honor. I shall begin my cross-examination. One moment, everyone. I'm not buying it. One moment, please, everyone. Now these goddamn motion homes. I apologize for that, everyone. Anyway, let us continue. As I was saying before, I'm not buying this. If he had actually grabbed the statue and struck back, he would have left prints on the statue.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. Did the Honor Man really strike the mayor? Yes, I am. I am questioning your sense of justice, Fulbright. Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the Honor Man struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But this statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. There are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, you'll notice that the Automan isn't wearing gloves. And actually, neither is the mayor. There is blood on the statue, but no fingerprints. That would mean that whoever attacked the mayor with the statue was wearing gloves. Indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Yes, you did. Oh, I'm not done yet, Athena. It's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the Automan? That means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party there in the Fox streamer? Yes, Athena. Exactly. And this could be the big break we've been looking for. It does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell. Oh? Where's the explanation then? Yes, I'm familiar with that. I know about the bloodstained cloth. It was Mayor Tenma's blood. Now, don't forget what I was discussing yesterday. We were trying to figure out what. Actually, we were trying to figure out whose blood was actually on that piece of cloth. What are you getting at, Prosecutor Blackwell? An illusion, you say? wrap the statue, perhaps? Or it could be that Kyubi was wearing a head covering. I think I know what the answer is. In fact, it was to wrap the statue. Maybe the older man wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. I have no intention of doing so, Athena. Yes, I'm familiar with that, Prosecutor Blackwell. Wrapped in a large... The weapon used to bludgeon the mayor wrapped in a large cloth. 2 pages. Alright, let's take a look. About the statue. The statue has traces of blood from the defendant Damien Tenma's on it. It was apparently wrapped in the large cloth on which the defendant's blood was also found. No fingerprints could be lifted from the cloth. Wait a second. That makes no sense. If he was actually holding the statue wrapped in the cloth, he would have left fingerprints on the goddamn cloth. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. True, there might not have been fingerprints on the statue, but there would have definitely been fingerprints on the cloth. Especially if Mr. Tenma was actually holding it. He would have left fingerprints, especially if he actually did not have gloves on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Nor does it even take a lawyer. Samurai of Yore reminds me of an old SNES game I actually played back in the day called And in the Way the Ninja. It actually takes place during the Warring States era in Japan. And you can actually recruit samurai in that game as well. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Well, chefs do use knives. I don't see them using swords, but they do use knives. Right there. Who's to say someone other than the owner man didn't hit the mayor with it? Ah! Exactly what I was saying. Anybody could have not left prints on it. There you go. That is what we don't know yet. It was indeed the real killer. Sure about this, Athena? Very well. Let's see what we have here. That is the crime scene photo. Let's see what we have here. Black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. Yes, I'm aware of that, Athena. The third party who struck the mayor with the statue. No. What I am stating is that it was another human who actually killed the owner man.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. No, Athena, you just lost what little credibility we had left. No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the owner man. No. So-called yokai feathers and tracks. Let's see if he can explain that. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the Amazing Nine Tails helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. Strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. What? Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears? I don't buy it. No. Tenmataro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to each other more plausible explanations.
Hold it!
Hold it, Your Honor. Hold on for a sec. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, is there someone else that could be considered a suspect? Gladly, Your Honor. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at Kyubi Manor. And as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Sure about that, Prosecutor Blackwell? Blackquill, I should say. Villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer, which I personally believe he is. The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. No. However, he was knocked unconscious by the older man, and thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
No. The Amazing Nine Tails is fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. No. I don't buy it. A crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. No, I'm not buying it. So was it the predator rather than the prey? Gladly, Your Honor. And hopefully, Prosecutor Blackwell will not interrupt me. Thank you very much. I'm not buying it.
Hold it!
Hold it. It doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman Kyubi? It is, isn't it? So Your Honor agrees that there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Spur of the moment? I disagree. You're saying it wasn't premeditated? Babble, you say? I disagree. Startling discovery? That is a good question there, Athena. Even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? It wouldn't. That is the correct answer. It wouldn't. He would not have a motive to commit murder, even if he found out the alderman's true identity. Yes, I'm familiar with. I know about that. Prosecutor Blackwell. The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more? Your Honor has an epiphany, huh? A victim rescue was the amazing details. And the mayor's discovery of the fact was his motive for murder. I disagree there, Prosecutor Blackwell. No. No. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. No. No. I don't buy it. That was not his motive. Actually, yes, it does pique my interest a little bit, but that's not a motive for the murder to actually commit that, for the mayor to actually commit the murder. Very astute of you, Your Honor. The blackmail letter. Now, Now, okay, time for a quick little recap. Well, when we actually questioned Mayor Tenma's earlier, he actually stated that he actually had received a blackmail letter, and whoever wrote it was actually threatening him and his family and actually threatened to kill his daughter. Question is, why would he actually do something like that? Let's see what we have here. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Do not tell anyone about this threat. If you do, consider your dearest daughter as good as dead. Something about this does not fit. The first part of the letter. Mainly this part. If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Now don't forget the other thing that Mayor Tenma actually stated. He actually stated that his town was actually going to become a ghost town. I still don't buy it though. I don't think he committed the murder. Blackmail letter was found in Alderman Kyuubi's pocket. Okay, so that's where it was. That letter is clear evidence that the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. The blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma did go missing. Right after the Alderman's murder. You think Mayor B the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder? Yes. And put it in the Alderman's pocket? Bingo! The blackmail letter. Wait a sec. I gotta take a look at that thing again. Value your dearest life, you'll merge at Ninetails Vale with Tenma Town. Wait a sec! I got it! Don't forget what Jinxie actually stated, who was Tenma's daughter. Tenma actually said that if he did not agree to the merge, that his daughter would actually be killed. And don't forget, Jinxie's mother is already dead. I'm not buying it. I don't buy it. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence. And that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. I'm not buying it. No. No. I'm not buying it.
Objection!
Objection, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. Yes, I do. I do question your justice. Again. Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. Yes, it is a crime scene photo. What does it prove? It proves that the older man was already dead at the time. He was already dead when the mayor actually was drugged. It proves when the feather and tracks were planted. Nope. That would be impossible. If you look here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene.
Take that!
Yes, I am. See how the feathers are on top of the blood, and the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder. Nope. You said it yourself. Mayor Tenma had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the older man at the crime scene. Sure about that, Detective Fulbright? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness testimony for you. Yes, Your Honor? I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenmataro. He is the source of these feathers and tracks. Gladly, Your Honor. I shall explain. No.
Hold it!
Hold it. Gladly, Your Honor. It is all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenmataro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police, she came around the corner in the hall. It was around here. That she saw Tenmataro fleeing through the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left the feathers and tracks behind intentionally or otherwise. Good. Now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Sure about that, Prosecutor Blackquill? Are you implying that there is a problem with my claim? Consider this. That yokai impersonator had indeed fled towards the foyer. That fool and that fop would have seen him. Yes, I'm aware of that. I mean, Filch and LaBelle. Yes, I'm aware of that. And like I mentioned in the previous video, if any of them had actually tried to pass the foyer and actually exit the house, they would have actually been caught on camera thanks to the security camera. And in fact, take a look right there. The security camera would have actually caught them. Not only that, but right there, an airborne figure resembling Tenmataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Ninetails Vale. There you go. Yes, I'm aware of that. No, they have not. No. She is not a liar. Oh, we'll be getting to that a little bit later, everyone. Oh, I know exactly why they didn't see the impersonator pass by. I'm not gonna get to that yet, though. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something. Will the witness state his name and occupation, please? Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Court, I'd like to hear whether you saw Ten Mataro in the foyer after the murder. Guarding the foyer. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. Kubi asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office, keeping a good watch, and the murder happened after 3 p.m. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. No siree. So you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Ten Mataro? I don't buy it. He's lying. Everyone, I'm done for now. I'm most likely going to be continuing this tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be able to find out some more information. And hopefully, solve this very monstrous case. Until next time, this has been a Sail the Terror Death 99, aka the Black Cobra. And I will catch you all next time. Most likely tomorrow. Until next time, sayonara.